After an explosive finale, Season 4 of Stranger Things has only left the fans wanting more. As the cast takes a break, filming resumes for the final season of the hit Netflix show. The fates of our favorite characters from Hawkins are up for debate. So what does the future hold? And what does Maya Hawke think about Nancy's upcoming storyline? Stay tuned till the end for all of this and more. Firstly, Maya Hawke wants Nancy to go solo. Nancy has come a long way since the beginning of the show. From a meek high schooler who only did things by the book, the Wheeler sister left us all shook when she single-handedly shot Vecna dead with her gun. Or so we thought. And while the evil villain does obviously survive Nancy's attack, that doesn't make the scene any less fascinating. However, the one storyline that has always followed Nancy has been all the complications that arise in her love life. First, it was Steve, and then Jonathan, and it looks like now it's gonna be Steve again. We don't know about you, but we got whiplash keeping up with all the drama at this point, as Nancy and Jonathan begin to drift apart, especially with Jonathan moving to a different city and lying to his girlfriend about not getting into the same college as her. It looks like Steve is right there to swoop in and save the day once again. But Maya Hawke, who plays the sarcastic and hilarious Robin Buckley, has her own opinion on the whole situation. Hawke believes that Nancy is a strong, independent woman who absolutely needs no man. In a recent interview with Vanity Fair, Maya Hawke said that she believed Nancy belonged somewhere outside of Hawkins, working as a reporter, and to her, that would be the ideal ending for the character. And with Robin and Nancy developing their own friendship last season, who knows? Maybe Robin will give her the push she needs to really come into her own and leave this never-ending love triangle far behind. Up next, can Nancy and Steve survive the distance? Season 4 disappointed a lot of fans when they realized that Nancy and Jonathan were going to be in two separate cities, not interacting with each other very much. And to top that off, the constant bickering and coldness between the show's sweetheart couple have led us all to believe that maybe this pair won't survive the final season. At the same time, Steve and Nancy have grown a whole lot closer as the two, along with Robin, took on Vecna and tried to protect Max from becoming his victim. And while Robin is pretty supportive in the two patching things up on screen, Maya Hawke clearly believes that Nancy should put her career first, which is a pretty fitting move for the character. After Nancy has proven to be a pretty great reporter in Season 3 and 4, the fans don't want her to change her goals just so she can stay with Jonathan. So, love triangle or not, the fans are rooting for Nancy to find her own way out in the world, without having to settle for either of the two men in her life, followed by Joyce and Hopper finally get that first date. Ever since Joyce and Hopper admitted their feelings for one another, the fans have been waiting for the two characters to have their happy ending. And while that entire idea is obviously on pause, considering the fact that Hawkins is about to be destroyed by the big bad Vecna, we do have some good news for all the Jopper shippers out there. While the show's latest and cutest, if we may add, the couple might not have gotten a chance to go on their much-anticipated first date that the two had been planning since Season 3. An illustrator named Rachel Hu has given the fans exactly what they've been waiting for. In a comic that the artist has posted to her Instagram, she imagines Joyce and Hopper on their first ever date in a reality that's far, far away from what's going on in the show's timeline as of now. The comic shows the couple getting ready to go out on the same date that we see Hopper planning in the Season 4 episode, The Piggyback. Will, Jonathan, Elle, and Mike also make an appearance as the couple decides on their outfits. And then we see the couple finally go to Enzo's and order breadsticks and lasagna before talking about having dessert. And believe us when we say that it's the cutest thing ever. Moving on to what does the future hold for Jopper? With so many couples on the show, Jopper is truly a league of their own ever since the two have expressed their feelings for one another. And while the fans did get a glimpse of their relationship as the two kissed each other in a stolen moment before they break into the Russian prison, the season finale does not leave room for the couple to go on dates and do regular couple things. With the odds stacked up against Jopper as Vecna makes one final move to destroy Hawkins, we expect to see the couple working alongside the Hawkins gang to put an end to the Upside Down once and for all. And well, that doesn't really leave a lot of room for romance, does it? And with the 5th season expected to open with a time jump, the fans are now scared of Hopper and Joyce having drifted apart and missed their chance to be with one another. But we can only wait till the new season comes out to actually know what lies ahead for these two lovebirds. Let's talk about the big time jump. After Season 4 left us on perhaps the biggest cliffhanger in the history of television, the fans are left left wondering about the fate of Hawkins and our favorite characters. Will the Upside Down bleed into the real world? Is Max going to be okay? And what's in store for Will now that Vecna is blurring the lines between the two worlds? All of these questions are yet to be answered, and with a time jump, the fans just don't know what we have in store. After the Duffer brothers confirm the time jump, what we do know is that we won't get to see the immediate aftermath of Vecna's first attack, where he takes 4 lives and joins all 4 gates of the Upside Down together to start invading Hawkins. And while this ending would be the perfect place for Season 5 to start off from, that's not what's going to be happening at all. But at the same time, a time jump would give Eleven the time she needs to work on her powers and become strong enough to take Vecna on. Because Season 5 shows us that the poor girl is clearly not ready to take him on just yet, so if the show makes a 3 to 4 year jump, that gives our characters enough time to line up with the actors' ages and adds a layer of maturity to the show. Coming up next, is Max still alive? One of the saddest moments in the entirety of the show came when Vecna invaded Max's mind and performed his deadly curse on her, killing her on the spot. However, Eleven shows up just in time to bring Max back to life somehow, saving the day. However, the season ends on a sad note, with Max in a coma and Eleven unable to find her when she travels inside her mind. That has left the fans wondering whether Max's character is gone for good. So while Max is physically alive, the fact that Eleven can't find any trace of her in the void is reason enough for fans to be worried about the fate of the character. According to the Duffer brothers, they gave Max this ambiguous ending on purpose because they wanted to end the season with multiple question marks. And well, let's just say that they managed to achieve just that. According to Ross Duffer, whatever is happening to Max is really dark, and no one really knows what's going to happen to her character once the show picks up again. Lastly, all that we know of Season 5. Considering all of this, Season 5 just can't come out any faster, and while the creators of the show haven't announced a date for the release, fans expect that we won't be seeing the Hawkins gang anytime before 2024 at the very least. What we do know, however, is the fact that production value for this season is going to be bigger than ever before, but the runtime is going to be much shorter to convey the sense of urgency that the story will have this time around. Right off the bat, Season 5 will show all the characters in action with one set goal to save their town from being eaten alive by the Upside Down. And while it's confirmed that Season 5 will be the last time we see the Hawkins gang coming together, the Duffer brothers have no plans of letting the Stranger Things universe die down with tons of potential spin-offs in the making. But for now, we can only wait and see how things go from here. That's a wrap for this video. How do you think Stranger Things is going to end? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one!